excited to shoot another episode today. For today's episode, I have Monica and Isaac. What is going on? How are y'all doing?
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I brought the power couple in today. We've been trying to schedule this, so finally, they're able to join. They just smashed a workout, so I'm sure they're just beaming with all the endorphins right now from that. But what is going on? What are y'all up to?
Not much, man. Just like you said, doing that workout and feeling good. And
Yeah. So how was the workout? We'll just start there, since you are so fresh off of it.
I hated the sit-ups. She had trouble. What was the worst part for you?
The run. It's
run?
always the run.
Yeah. Well, it's warming up now. We'll start hitting that a lot more. But for once, I mean, the weather was actually really, really nice today, with the wind not blowing and the dirt in the air. So it was a really good day to get out and run.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it did seem like a pretty extended workout. So, but, yeah, so I'm excited to bring y'all on today. So for those that don't know, Monica and Isaac, I just want y'all to start. Just give a brief background about yourself. Maybe some of your past, where you grew up, and then kind of what you're up to these days.
Yeah, well, we're from Hereford, Texas. We met in high school, my sophomore year, her junior year.
But we're the same age.
We're not supposed to bring that part up. Yeah. and
High
we're-
school sweetheart, okay.
Yeah, and then we've been together ever since. We got a 12-year-old daughter, 8-year-old boy, and that keep us pretty busy. And
Yeah,
yeah, just
nice.
here.
Awesome. All right, so from Hereford, and obviously y'all went to school down there. That's how y'all met. And then when did y'all actually make the transition, make the move here to Lubbock?
What was it? 2000.
8 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all been almost a decade now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all like living here in Lubbock?
Oh, it's like night and day.
Yeah.
We love it here.
Oh, compared to
Compared
Hereford?
to Hereford.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just more of that small town feel in Hereford.
Yeah, it's just we just wanted to do
Fresh
something
start.
different.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we love it.
Cool. Awesome. All right. And then you have two kids. You said Isaac's 8 and your daughter is 12?
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And I know they've been playing sports, right? I know that's been keeping y'all busy lately.
Yeah.
Yes. Neely plays basketball for Halo Hoopsters. And Isaac football for Lubbock Texans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and that they love it, so they keep us busy taking them, and so
Yeah.
When we're not there, we're here at the gym.
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, good deal. And then, so when y'all made the move to Lubbock, what's something that kind of brought y'all to Lubbock in general? Was it just because the proximity of the actual city being here, or was there any opportunities why y'all moved here, or was it just to get out of Hereford?
Yeah, we just wanted something bigger, but not too big.
Yeah.
yeah.
And we were right in the middle from Isaac's mom, my mother-in-law, and my mom.
Oh, okay. That works.
Oh, yeah.
That works out. Okay.
Yeah, so her mom lives in Midland, Odessa, and then
Okay.
my family and my mom live in Hereford. So it was
Hereford.
like right in the middle.
Okay. Cool. Awesome. And so now, I know y'all live here in Lubbock, and why don't you just touch on some of your background of maybe just on the fitness side? Did y'all play any sports back in the day, or what's some of your fitness background? Just curious.
I mean, I played football, basketball, all the way to my junior year. I got hurt and then kind of just scaled back all the way till she started working out again, and she was in wrestling in high school.
Okay.
I
So
wrestled they only have girls wrestling in high school, so
Uh-huh.
I really only got to wrestle 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So that's all I ever did. I didn't like
Wrestle?
anything else.
Yeah. All right. And I'm curious with the wrestling, what was some of y'all's like the program? Did y'all do any lifting or anything?
Yeah,
In
and I
conjunction
think
with
that's
that?
why I liked it so much was more of the lifting
Yeah.
part, and that's probably why I liked CrossFit so much. is
Gotcha.
because it just kind of reminded me of that.
Okay. And so you mentioned CrossFit, and I know, Monica, you had some experience going back. When was it when you I guess discovered CrossFit, when you started getting involved in it?
That was about 5 years ago, I I started CrossFit. So yeah,
And
5 years ago.
that was here in Lubbock.
Yes,
Okay.
here in Lubbock.
Cool.
It's the
So
first time.
what was your initial like experience with CrossFit? Like maybe do you remember like the first workout you did or anything that
I-
just like really stands out to you? Because I think all of us have like our stories of like our first, whether it's CrossFit or any style of fitness that's new to us. So was there anything that kind of stood out to you?
I don't. I
I
don't even remember. I just know it wasn't what I was expecting. Like, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
yeah.
I never really had heard of it. I looked it up a little bit, but I just knew it was lifting and that's what I like to do.
Yeah.
So I
Gotcha.
just went with it. And it was like somebody putting a workout together for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that just made it that much more better.
Oh yeah, when you don't have to worry about what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that aspect of it. So cool. And then I know because when I met you, you like you said you had some experience doing CrossFit, and you came in. And what was your experience like here? First joining the gym, what was that like?
I liked it from the other gym I went to. It was a lot different, just more welcoming, and everyone was like really nice to me and talked to me.
Yeah,
Um, I don't know, just the other gym I went to is just kind of it wasn't as welcoming.
yeah, I got you. And I've been to gyms like that too, where you can have some people kind of standoffish, or if there's like
Yeah,
little cliques,
yeah, it's pretty much
Um,
that.
but
Like,
okay, and then because I remember when you came in, you didn't really know anyone here, right?
no,
Okay, yeah. So that was, I mean, I can imagine coming and that you don't know anyone at all, and that you want to come and work out and get in this style of fitness. So I know that's a pretty big step, to take doing that.
yeah, that's just kind of what we've had to do now that we moved somewhere that we don't know anyone. You just have to step in
Just gotta
there
put
and
yourself out there.
yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. All right, and so you started working out. What was the timeline that you worked out? Because Isaac didn't come with you initially,
No.
and I can relate to this because Vanessa, when she started doing CrossFit and doing like HIIT, it was mainly HIIT when she started. She was trying to drag me into the gym all the time, and it took months, literally, where I was like, "No, I'm fine. I got my little garage routine here.
Yeah.
I got my little workout." And she kept inviting me, and finally, I'm like, "Okay, I'll go." So, what was it for? Like, what was it like for y'all?
It was
um.
it was
Well, I started here at this gym 3 years ago. I think in June it'll be 3 years. And I tried to get Isaac to come, but he was just like, "No, I got my punching bag."
There you go. See, I
so
was the same. I was the same way.
I had a pretty nice routine in the garage. So it was run 2 miles, punchy bag, and then do burpees.
Yeah. And
So
was that your same workout?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
my watch said 500 calories.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and see, same thing for me. I do some bench. I do some sit ups. I had a couple dumbbells, so I'll do some curls. Feeling all buff and really I was not buff at all. So that's funny. So Monica invited you in, and I remember actually you come into either one or two socials that we had before, even before you joined, because I remember talking to you before that. What was your experience like when you finally, came in with her?
It was actually the open, I remember.
Uh
The
huh.
first time he walked in here.
Yeah.
What year was that?
Was
2000,
that
I don't even
19
know. It was
2019?
or
19,
8?
yeah,
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
And that was the one that we did the big intramural.
Yeah, because that was before COVID, I
Yeah.
think. So,
Yeah. Good times. Good times. And
so
so,
that was the first time I got him to come in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
What was your initial thoughts when you saw these, what the workouts were, what everyone was doing and how that all looked?
Well, I mean, look, I had never seen like workouts like that before, so seeing everybody do it looked pretty tough. And
Yeah.
So I was like, I wanted to be up to the challenge on it. So
Yeah, so it kind of motivated you when you saw it, like
Yeah.
that looks challenging, but I wanna dabble into some of that.
yeah.
Okay.
So
It wasn't like, what the heck are these people doing? Like, they're crazy.
When I saw the pull-ups, I was like, why are they swinging back and forth like that?
Yeah, the camping pull-ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean that it drew me, and so I
Okay.
decided to give it a shot. And
So, do you remember like your first workout that you did here?
yeah, I remember those wall balls and the row.
Oh yeah.
I remember it because I couldn't breathe,
Uh huh.
and I had to step outside, and I remember I couldn't catch my breath at all, and I started getting anxiety, and I thought I was dying,
Yeah.
literally. But no, I remember that workout.
But you
And so,
recovered and you probably felt amazing afterwards, right?
yeah, yeah. So
It was hard to get him up in the mornings though,
Yeah,
because
because
that's what
when y'all
our
started, right, it was 5:30 a.m.
yes every day.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So how was that in general? Once you got like, I know it's hard, and I tell this to everyone that I meet about working out in the morning. It is challenging to get up in the morning, but I think when you can get into a routine and get the rest you need, just how awesome it is like for the rest of your day. How was it for y'all kind of doing that routine in the morning? Maybe some of y'all struggles, maybe some things that you like about it.
It was, I mean, it was great. It was like we had our routine. We would go to bed early. That has a lot to do with it. Would wake up early and work. I would come to work out sometimes in the afternoon again.
Mm.
I had a lot of energy,
Yeah.
but
Isaac, how was
I
it for
guess
you?
lately hasn't been that way.
it was. I mean,
We'll get to that in a second, Monica. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it was pretty much the same. Get up early. Main thing was get some rest,
Yeah.
especially when you work out. Late like this. Then if you plan to wake up early, the main thing was to get rest. And so
Mhm.
once we got that established, then it became pretty easy.
Yeah, just kind
waking
of
up in the morning,
like
and
the
stuff.
recovery and then
Yeah.
going to sleep, like you said earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I, completely agree with that. That a lot of it is not necessarily your morning routine, but it's actually your nightly routine
Yeah.
because by the time you get up, you don't have a whole lot of time to do anything. It's just kind of like, hopefully you have your clothes ready to go, or if you're like me, I'm like stumbling around the house, like trying not to
Yeah.
wake up my wife Vanessa and turning lights on. She's opening one eye and I'm just like trying to be quiet, slamming doors. So yeah, but yeah, it can be a struggle. But if you figure it out, I think there's a lot of power in that
Oh, yeah.
and how it makes you feel. Um, so you started coming in. How about you take me through when you first started to when you started either like feeling results, like you started feeling better, either if that was more energy mentally, or even like physically that maybe you started stacking on muscle, losing weight, anything like that. What's kind of some of that transformation been for both of y'all?
I think mine was first mentally. Like it just helped me mentally, and I felt good doing the workout. And it's, I guess, when you stress out, it kind of takes that away.
Mm-hmm.
So it started off mentally, and then I started seeing results physically. So
Yeah.
then you just get addicted to that,
Mm-hmm.
and it just all falls into place after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So mine was like feeling. I was always tired,
Uh huh.
like an old man, and I was. It was like the first couple months I started like, I got more energy during work. I was able to go throughout the day without.
Yeah, and you just start focusing on, like taking vitamins and trying to eat better and
Mm-hmm.
just trying to feel more
Yeah.
of that, I don't know,
Kind
like
of
I
like
guess energy or
yeah,
that,
and then like maybe stacking on some habits that
yeah,
if you're already putting so much work in the gym, you might as well kind of maybe focus on what you're putting in your body, or
yeah.
Yeah.
like you said, the vitamins, things like that. So and it's been interesting, Isaac, because you say energy, and I know you're working out in the morning, and I don't know, for me, I always feel like if you come in the morning and you do something, because the workouts, let's be honest, they're pretty challenging, right?
Oh yeah.
So I feel like for me, if you come in the morning and you go through something like that, like the rest of your day, it just never seems like as hard as you
Yeah.
were. Like, oh, I'm in like set 4 or 5 of doing like 20 wall balls, and like everything sucks at the
Yeah.
moment, you know. But you get through it, and you're like, okay, that felt great, and now I can tackle my day and what other challenges are going to hit me, and it, you know, a lot of times that's just personally how I felt,
Yeah, I see
where
it the same.
you know, it just the day just seemed a little easier to kind of go through, and like you said, the energy, you know, once you work out and you have all that energy
Oh
right
yeah.
after you work out. So both of y'all, you know, you said mentally, and then Monica, you started seeing some results physically. Like, what was it in particular? Was it strength or body composition? What was some of the stuff you saw?
Mm, well, I didn't really see. I mean, toning up, that takes a lot of work
Mm-hmm.
and consistency. That wasn't right away.
Yeah.
But I guess just the scale started to move, which I eventually stopped also looking at the scale because when you're toning up, that's just not
Yeah.
good to look at. But yeah, I mean, my clothes started fitting better and I started feeling better. My family started like seeing a change and even my attitude.
Yeah.
I just had more energy. I mean, I wasn't like that before,
Mm-hmm.
even though I have been doing CrossFit like that long, I think these last 3 years is just like a really big change in
Yeah.
everything.
That's awesome to
Everything.
hear. Yeah, not only just on the physical side, but
Yeah.
mentally, your attitude. I mean, you know, if exercise can do that for you, you know, it's
Yes.
so powerful. Isaac, what about you? What was some of kind of your transformation?
Yeah, the energy was a big one for me. The getting, I mean, I could just tell I started getting strength, especially in my my legs.
Yeah,
I got little chicken legs, so uh, definitely can back
Form is way better
my
because
form's
I
better.
remember when he first started, I was like, oh.
I can back squat without her getting scared now,
yeah,
and so
yeah,
my mobility that and my knees. I couldn't even bend my knees when I first started,
yeah.
so that was the big one for me.
Nice. And I know too, and I know you haven't mentioned this, but even physically, your transformation from when you came in day one till now, I know
Um,
you've really, you know, dropped some weight and have really toned up with being consistent. So I know both of y'all in general have been killing it with, you know, how consistent y'all are and just being able to go through that change, you know, with y'all's bodies. So it's been cool to seeing it. A lot of the times, you know, with anything, especially in fitness, it doesn't happen overnight, and you have to be patient. You have to have a
yeah,
lot of patience. But if you're consistent, you know, it might take you some time, but you know, eventually you have to look back and you're like, oh wow. And for me, you know, a lot of times it's like seeing pictures or like old videos, and you're like, oh whoa, that, you know, this person looks a
Yes.
lot different, or
yeah.
you know, even for me, like, wow, that's the way I look. Like, and I'm, you know, I always joke with Vanessa, like, yeah, you let me dress like that long ago.
Isaac does the
I do the same. I was
I'm like,
like,
oh man, I look like a scrub.
I know.
So,
That's what I told her. I was like, how'd you love me?
but it's. I always find that interesting just to look back, and I think you have to take those moments, really appreciate just growth. You know, that personal growth that happens. So now, you know, y'all been consistent. Y'all definitely efficient in the movements now, and I know y'all have taken a next step where Monica. I know you've competed at Tough as Nails a year before you, Isaac, and then you did it just this last time. Talk about
Mm.
some of the experience of kind of competing locally, and how that all went down.
Well, we're pretty competitive, so
I'm
you
very
you
competitive.
put any kind of competition, and we're willing to do it.
Yeah,
So and it's a big motivation for workouts. Like we got the toughest nails coming up, so
yeah,
when I'm feeling
Yeah, and when
tired,
you're there, you see everyone else pushing, so you try to push harder
yeah, then
and then you start to see that, oh man, I really am placing. So let me keep pushing. So
yeah.
yeah, that's that motivation.
So yeah, and Monica, so I know you did the intramural. We talked about 2019, which that was just here in the gym, which I know got actually pretty competitive towards the end. But kind of going outside the gym, like the Tough as Nails, I believe you did with JC this last year.
Mhm.
How was that experience for you?
Um, I think with the open, that was my first open. And I think when I first saw that, it was like, okay, I would need more of this. So whenever me and JC did it it was last year, the toughest nails,
Uh huh.
Yeah.
I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready to just compete. And then I started seeing that, whoa, we're like actually making it, we're placing.
Yeah.
And we ended up placing second. And I thought that was pretty good for my first time.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, of
awesome.
course, I had JC, and she's tough.
Yeah, I'm sure
Tough, but
pushing you. Yeah, the entire time.
no
Yeah.
breaks at all.
Yeah. Right. Isaac, what was your experience like? And you teamed up with Bert, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It was fun.
yeah.
Yeah, me and Bert had a blast, and we were both dead by the end of that Saturday, but we had a blast. We ended up getting what 10th place or so.
Yeah.
Some
What was the most challenging thing for you?
That was pretty good
Uh, hey,
for my first competition. That was
hey,
good.
you actually, I think just competing like that is a huge win. So, um,
No, I always give her a hard time because she's gone first and second and all these, and I'll be there
yeah.
eventually.
What was the most challenging thing for you going through something like that?
I think mentally I was nervous.
Yeah.
I had kind of anxiety built up on everybody just looking at you work out.
Yeah.
But then that went away, and then it just became a regular workout like here.
Yeah.
So
So the workouts, you think, were you able to handle them? It wasn't like terrible for you,
no, the only thing that was terrible is you're doing 3 workouts like that in one day.
right?
And so the challenging part was trying to figure out when to take your pre-workout
Yeah.
because you want energy before all these workouts, and you want
To
that
eat.
burst, and
Right.
then when to eat.
Yeah.
And so that was the hard part. We ended up just getting bananas and oatmeal and just making
Yeah.
it work. But yeah, that was the
Yeah, and I agree 100% with you on the timing of like fueling your body because you have to eat. Like, if you don't eat anything, like you're not gonna have any energy. It doesn't matter if you take pre-workout, but like you said too, you also got to time it where if you need that little jolt, like how to time it just right, where you don't do it too far in advance or you do it too late, and then now you're waterlogged or something else comes up. So,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
But it was fun. We had fun, and we always do when we do these little competitions.
yeah,
We-
that one's always a blast, and it's just what it stands for, the reason they do it. It's
Oh,
such a
yeah.
great organization, for those kids that are, battling cancer. And so when you go through those workouts, for me, I'm like, this is really hard, but compared to what they go through and what their
nothing.
experience, like, it's nothing
Yeah.
really. So it's very motivating to me. And yeah, we love being involved in that one every year. So that was a fun experience because I got to experience that with y'all too last year. And then I know y'all did another one in your hometown.
in Hereford.
Yes.
Yeah, and
And that one I wasn't planning on doing, just I think.
Yeah.
But last minute we got a team together.
yeah. So give us the details. How many
Well-
people were on the team? What workouts did y'all do? Just because I know it was in Hertford, so I don't think really anyone made it out there from Lubbock here.
Yeah, no, it was what
Teams
was
of
it?
3.
Teams of 3, 2
2
male and 1 female, right? And yeah, and it was just that one had swimming in it. The first event was swimming, and we don't
Little surprises here and there.
yeah, little surprises here. You would get on the bike while one teammate goes and swims. How far was it? They called it a lap, and they'll
Yeah.
just go swim back and forth.
Okay.
But one person's on the bike, and you don't know how long you're riding, the distance is.
Oh, okay. Until they get
It
back.
was just a little
Yeah, it's just crazy.
difficult only because sometimes you didn't know what you were going to do.
So yeah,
And
so
then you think you're done, and they're like, nope, you're going to do this run, or you're going to
then they
do
throw that
this,
on you.
yeah,
Or synchronized, and you're just like, what?
I burnt myself out pretty quick because I'm on the bike, and you don't know how far you're going, so you try to manage it. And
But
then,
it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
yeah, it was fun, and yeah, we enjoyed it. my little niece was on my team, so shout out Desi.
So that whole competition, was it just one day? Was it just on a Saturday or
Yes.
Yeah, it was
It
just
was
one day.
just one day.
okay?
And
And then
my team was just put together just
the day
last
of
minute.
the
Yeah.
day. Oh, really?
The day
Yeah,
before.
and then she gets first place.
Oh wow! See, I didn't know that. I knew it was last minute, but I didn't think it was the day
Oh, it
of.
was like the day before, and they're just like, we need somebody, and I was like,
So it was
okay,
my
I guess I'll
brother-in-law
do it.
Kevin, and he had two people fall out from his whole team just basically didn't show up.
Really?
So he was like, "Morning, you want to do it?"
Yeah.
And then they ended up just pulling another guy that was like a wrestler and
In high school.
in high school, and he was in
Oh, wow.
6-pack and everything. So
So y'all assembled like super team there at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, it really was.
Wow.
So
And you
we
got
won,
first.
Yeah, we won first in scaled.
Okay.
So that was pretty exciting.
Nice. What did y'all get, Isaac? Just curious.
I don't know what 6
Okay.
6
Don't
out of
even know.
6.
Did y'all have to? Did either one of y'all swim?
I did.
I
did?
did the bike the entire time only because that's whenever I was like, oh, bike is my thing.
Yeah.
Now I've kind of like, but last year bike was everything to me. So I did bike the whole time.
You're like, put me on the bike. I got
Yeah.
this.
It was kind
So
of
I
funny
didn't swim.
because I was on the bike and my niece was like, "I'm gonna do all the swimming." Well, she did that first lap, and then when she's like 5 feet away, I just see her all struggling, and it was like the first lap, and by the end of the workout, I just took my shirt off and dove in the water.
Yeah.
But they were like, "Your teammate's not done yet." He was doing the ski,
Oh, okay.
and I thought I heard go, so I just jumped in the water and swam, and they're like, "Come back, come back." And
Yeah.
You
so
have to do the bike.
yeah, so I had to come back, do the bike.
Oh, wow.
It was crazy, but we had fun.
That's why I was like, nope, I'm staying on this bike the whole time.
It was just like little surprises, so we didn't. Nobody really knew what they were doing, but
Yeah.
or how far they're going, and until the refs tell you you're good, go.
Yeah.
And so, but it's fun.
Wow. Yeah, and those always have, it's a lot. I think those two really challenge you mentally because if you don't know like where you need to finish, it's just trying to hang on like that for a time period. It's like
Yeah.
AMRAP workouts, like
Yeah.
they're just
Like, you just know you have to push hard the whole time.
yeah. So okay, so y'all did Hereford, and then are there any other competitions that I left out that y'all
The
done?
Veterans Day.
Oh
Veterans
yeah,
Day.
yeah, Veterans Day. So give us a rundown on Veterans Day. That was assembled
of
as a large team.
Yeah, 6. I
So-
forgot about that one.
Yeah, and I talked to Akash about it, and he said he really enjoyed it. What was y'all's experience like with that one?
That one was good, but it was hard. I mean, they're all hard.
Yeah,
that one was good, and the run on it was fun. Waking up early, that was on that Saturday. It was Saturday,
It
right?
was freezing.
It was freezing,
cold,
and it was
We
wet.
were all wet.
Yeah, you're
What-
tired.
Yeah. Well, I was a dedicated fan and supporter because I went out there, but no,
Oh,
it
you
was
were.
it was crazy because it was like so. It just reminded me of like the opening scene of like a zombie apocalypse movie. It was like real
All fog.
dark. It was like foggy, and y'all are out there warming up. You couldn't even see anything.
No.
And then, but what's cool is you saw the sunrise, so that was nice. But I know y'all did that long workout where somebody ran and y'all were doing like lunges and push-ups and squats.
Oh yeah, and you're all wet because the
Yeah.
grass
That was
was
an
wet.
AMRAP until the guys got back in, and then you would.
That was a long
Oh, that
workout
was-
too. Was it like 45 minutes or something like that?
Felt like forever.
It was 45 minutes.
Yeah. And then, so after that, I know y'all transitioned over to Wild West where y'all finished the competition. Is there any workouts that y'all remember doing there that were pretty fun or challenging or both? Or
Honestly, I don't remember.
I don't remember what we did at the.
I don't either.
Okay, I think I remember more, but I was watching it. Y'all were doing it. I think it's a big difference there.
I remember getting on the row while they had to hang.
Uh huh.
Oh, yeah,
For
the
200
dead
meters,
hang.
200 calories.
Like a
Oh
collective
yeah, because that
total.
one we thought it was just gonna be the row and the bike, and then they just threw that in
The
there. What
hang
was
that
it?
everyone had to hang, and then if you
Yeah.
And
dropped,
if you
y'all had to
dropped,
reset.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then y'all did like ring pull-ups, I think,
Oh
were
yeah,
part
Oh
of
yeah.
that.
Max.
Yeah.
And then the one that I thought was interesting is where, um, was it a? Oh, it wasn't it a split snatch where you had to start like in front of the line, but your leg had
Yes,
Oh
that
yeah.
one
you had
is
to be locked.
really confusing.
Yeah, exactly. I remember it was real technical, like where you had to lock out, and that
Yeah.
was different for
We
sure.
got a lot of no reps on that one.
And then I think was one like a build up squat or power clean,
Squat, was it squat clean?
like a
Squat
squat
clean.
clean, yeah, build up, right? A heavy rep or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know that one had like the heavy lifting side of it. So those are always cool. Just see where you can get to.
We
But
got confused on that one also.
Yeah, I messed up. I messed up on that one.
yeah, because I think if I remember, you could have actually kept going, but y'all stopped. Like you and Akash, I think.
Yeah, I stopped like at 95 pounds because I told Eddie, I was like, "You're the heavy
We thought it
lifter."
was gonna be like
The heaviest
the
lift,
heaviest
not a.
lift, not a total.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that threw us off.
So when he was like, "You got 95," I was like, I was like, we're adding my weight."
Yeah.
And yeah, I let the team down on that one.
So, man, how many y'all have? What, 4 competitions now under y'all's belt?
Yeah, what was it? I did the open, tough as nails, like, yeah, about 5.
About 5 with the opens in there too, and those are
Yeah.
always challenging as well. Those workouts.
Oh yeah,
So,
because Isaac did the open. That's when I hurt my back.
Oh yeah, me and Akash did it.
oh, okay, yeah, cool. So now kind of moving forward, with y'all's kind of y'all's fitness regimen and what y'all working on. What's some stuff in the future that y'all are looking forward to with just in general? Like y'all have any events planned, or I know y'all been
Um,
busy with y'all's kids too with sports. I know that y'all been pretty active with that. So anything
just
kind of on the horizon y'all looking forward to?
well, we're
Uh,
doing Tough as Nails in May, but
yeah,
we're just trying to
yeah,
get back to some kind of
yeah.
normal.
We're just trying to. After all the holidays and crazy months it's been,
Kind of get back in the swing of things.
we're just trying to
It's
settle down and get back to our schedule.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and I know y'all been, like I said, pretty involved with sports and practices, and I'm sure that's pretty time consuming, and I know y'all
yeah,
are pretty involved too.
yeah,
yeah, it keeps us pretty busy. I mean, football season's over for him, but him and my daughter do all year round basketball.
Yeah,
So she's practice Thursday. He's gonna start practice up here for the summer leagues, and that keeps us pretty busy. And on top of coming to work out, so
yeah.
we stay busy.
Oh, for sure. All right.
but Tough as Nails is next in May, and then maybe we'll do the one in Hereford again.
Yeah, that one sounds like fun. I mean, I love swimming in general, so that sounds like really cool. But that's cool to how they were throwing those little curveballs at y'all that y'all didn't really know
Yeah,
exactly what y'all are doing. So
yeah, I
Yeah.
that's
really
pretty
enjoyed
neat.
that one.
All right, so I do have to ask you a question because now you said, Monica, you've been doing like CrossFit, functional fitness for is it 5 years now, right? And then Isaac, you've been about two, like coming up to three,
Two,
2.5,
two,
roughly.
about 2.5.
Okay. The question I want to ask y'all is, when y'all kind of first started in this fitness journey, did y'all ever see yourself doing these local competitions and like actually competing in fitness?
No,
No.
never,
So
never.
when you kind of look back at it, what's the thoughts that come to y'all's mind as far as where y'all started and now where y'all are at now?
Uh,
I'm just thankful that have the ability and I guess to do these workouts that I never thought I would, and they're hard.
Yeah,
They're even scaled pretty hard. But yeah, I never thought I would be in these workouts
yeah,
with all these other people.
gotcha.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we just it was it's challenging, but I guess that's just kind of we're good at teaming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, teaming up.
Yeah, that's
We-
what I'm waiting for, the competition where.
Not just with, I guess, not just with like the gym part of it, but we're also a good team, like
Y'all work
in life.
together well.
Yeah.
Look at that. I mean, it works out. High school sweethearts and you know, good teammates. Y'all get along, so that's
Yeah,
always a good thing.
it hasn't been like easy. Just like a workout isn't easy, but you just get through it
Yeah.
Yep.
and you come out stronger.
So you are a couple that y'all actually do enjoy working out together, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac is a good listener sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why it works. Because
Because
if he was like me, I don't
If it
know,
was
we'd
the-
probably just be arguing the whole time.
if it was the opposite, then we're like, oh, okay, yeah. Because I know, like Vanessa and we've never done a competition together, and we don't really mesh well in competition scenarios. She just pushes me so hard that I don't know if I can keep up with her honestly anymore. Like her endurance and just, there might be some things she says, but she's killing it like on the fitness and especially on the nutrition side right now. But yeah, it'd be interesting. We do have to do one at least so we can have a story, to tell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
But
fun.
Isaac listens, so
Yeah, she. There was one competition where she was pushing me, and I was doing pull-ups, and I'm bleeding, and she's there, wipe it off and finish it, and I'm like,
but
my hands are
I'm
peeling.
just like that even with my kids.
Yeah.
She's like, you got 5 more, and I'm like, I'm dripping blood everywhere.
Yeah. Was that one?
Lick it.
Was that? Oh, dang. Just drink your blood. Let's go. Was that for one of the open workouts?
Yeah, that's the one I actually didn't do.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she wasn't even doing it. You were hurt, right?
Yeah.
Oh
But
wow.
I sure was right there, standing right in front of him.
Yeah,
I was just
Don't stop.
rolling my eyes.
that's awesome.
But
Well, cool. Well, I think we're coming up on the time here today. Y'all have any other lasting comments or anything y'all want to finish out with?
No, I mean, if you set your mind to, no,
Oh, you're gonna come out with the inspirational
I,
quote.
I
huh?
was, but she started laughing at me. I'd better hold that off. No, everything's good. We enjoy coming to Iron Roots, and so
Yeah. Well, I do have to say, on a serious note, we really appreciate y'all being a part of the gym. And like I said earlier, just seeing y'all's transformation and how well y'all work together. And just not only that, but the example that you're setting for y'all's kids, too. I mean, that all goes such a long way. And y'all are doing great. Y'all killing it. And I always tell new people that I talk to, about y'all and, the power couple, that works out here. And y'all just been killing it. So really appreciate y'all taking some time and chatting with me today. And just know you're always welcome if y'all want to ever jump back on the podcast.
Cool.
Even if y'all want to come in solo too. So I know you said y'all do everything as a team, so I don't know if that'll work out.
yeah.
yeah. No, when you asked me to do this, I was kind of nervous, but it's pretty chill. So
Yeah, like I told you, man, it's fun. It's good stuff. All right, well, that's going to do it for this one. Like I said, thank y'all for y'all's time, and we'll see you on the next one.